Welcome to WagerTalk TV, college football season. Let's go! I'm so excited. I'm also Kelly Stewart, joined today by Adam Trigger at Top Flight SI on Twitter and Dave Cokin at Dave Cokin on Twitter. Make sure you're giving both of these guys a follow. They give out tons of free info over at WagerTalk and on Twitter. You do not want to miss out. Let's talk about it. The marquee game of the week, number 5 Georgia, 3-point underdog to number 3 Clemson, total 51. Adam, this is a neutral site game in North Carolina, and I know a lot of sharp guys, including yourself, are really high on the Dogs this season. Tell me if you like anything in this game, and talk a little bit about your futures bet on Georgia.
Yeah, Kelly. So I really like Georgia this year, but it has more to do with the way their schedule shapes up than me really liking them in this game. So I got them at 8-1 to win the national championship, which I thought was a good number, and even 7 or 6-1 if it's still out there, I think is a great bet. They're going to be a 3-point underdog in this game, but they're probably not going to be an underdog again until the SEC championship game, where they'll most likely play Alabama. There's no Alabama, no LSU, no Ole Miss, and no Texas A&M on their schedule this year. So if they can win this game, which it should be a pretty good game against Clemson, I think that they have a really good chance to potentially end up in that 14 playoff at the end of the season. As far as this game goes, I like the over here. I think the over is probably worth a small bet. I think the total is kind of low. If you think back to last season, Clemson, the real question mark for them is how are they going to look on offense without Trevor Lawrence? But I go back to that Notre Dame game, and DJ Ugalele, I probably pronounced that wrong, but the offense, he was great and the offense was great. It was really the Clemson defense that struggled in that game. Georgia's defense is elite, but I think Clemson's going to be able to move the ball, and I think JT Daniels is an outside shot to win the Heisman. Over 50.5 looks kind of low. I think that there's probably more than 50 points scored in this game.
All right, Dave, the man, the myth, the legend. Do you agree with that? What Adam had to say about the Dogs? And who do you like in this matchup?
Yeah, I think Georgia, the way their schedule sets up, they've definitely got a chance to be in the playoffs. Look, you don't have to win them all to get to the college football playoff. We know that. And if you're going to lose early, because you can build momentum and sway the voters late. So I don't think a loss here would be a disaster for Georgia. I don't necessarily think it'd be a disaster for Clemson either. But it's a little tougher road for Clemson to get back to the playoffs if they lose this game, because they would have to win all the rest of their games. There would be no room for error. And I don't think Clemson will lose this game. I think Clemson is improved defensively. The offense might not be quite as dynamic to start the season as we've seen in the past. I mean, DJ at this point has to be a little bit of a downgrade from Lawrence. Notice I didn't even bother with the last name. We'll just go with DJ. And he's going to be really good, but I don't think he's at Lawrence's level now. But the defense for Clemson this year looks to me to be stronger than it was a year ago. I think Clemson's the right side in the game. It's not going to be a play for me because it's just not enough of a margin. I need a pretty big margin on my power ratings in the first week of the season. I like to start conservatively and maybe build the volume as time goes on. But I did make Clemson 6 in this game on a neutral field, and that definitely means I've got an edge to the Tigers to pull this one out. Should be a lot of fun to watch, though.
I'm very excited to watch this one, Dave. I'm with you. I don't think I'm going to get to the window, but I will be sitting on my couch with probably a case of Truly, just getting ready for that game. All jokes aside, thank you guys for hanging out with us over at WagerTalk. Head over to the WagerTalk YouTube channel and check out all of our other videos.